Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today what we have in our series of 2020 predictions is the 2020 electoral map between the incumbent President of the United States, Donald Trump, versus the Democratic nominee, Joe Biden. One thing I will say is for the most part, what's filled out so far are all but, I believe, all but three of what I'm deeming the likely states. Um, and this is the consensus map right now. Obviously, I got rid of all the leanings, and I even have a tilt state. I am going to fill the ball out, but I have my what I'm going to refer to as my Super Six, which are the six closest races and ones that I think could definitely go either way. So starting this off, likely Republican, we have Texas. Texas's approval rating of Trump is about the same as Kansas, or as many. It's actually better than Kansas. So I think it's a hard sell to me that Texas will be even remotely close. I think we're nearing, like 2024, it would be more in play. And I think it'll be somewhat close this election, but I don't think it'll really be in jeopardy for Trump unless if something really goes wrong for his campaign. Then we have the two states that I find likely. Nevada went blue in 2018, and they've only gotten more bluer, more blue, I should say, in that time. So obviously, I think it's a no-brainer that they will vote for the Democratic nominee. And I also have Wisconsin as a likely state. Trump's approval rating is abysmal there. It's -10 right now. And he really struggled in 2016 in Wisconsin. If I'm remembering, it was a very close margin. He pulled it out, but a lot of things went really right for him to get Wisconsin. Like Hillary Clinton didn't campaign there for a long time, and there were just a ton of factors, and all of them were in Trump's favor. I really don't see that happening. I think Joe Biden learns at least something from Hillary's campaign and doesn't just completely abandon Wisconsin and Michigan again, as Hillary did down the stretch last time. So that's all the likely states. The leans, we'll start with the leaning Republicans. Obviously, before the Super Six, we have Georgia. Georgia's demographics, similar to Texas, are changing, and it's changing faster than Texas. But I don't think that 2020 is enough. I think that Georgia will stick with President Trump as they did in 2016. North Carolina as well, I think will stay in the Trump camp as it did in 2016. And Nebraska's 2nd district will go, I think, as of right now, will go along with the rest of Nebraska and will stay in the Trump camp. Now for the lean Democratic states. These are all Democratic whole. Well, no, they're not. My bad. Minnesota, I think, is going blue. They went blue since I believe it's 1972, something like that. They have stayed Democratic. They voted for Walter Mondale. We're the only state in the union, along with D.C., which obviously isn't a state. But I think Minnesota stays blue. I think it'll be pretty competitive, but I think it'll will stay blue in the end. We also have New Hampshire. New Hampshire was very close in 2016, but I do think that Biden, once again, similar to Wisconsin and Michigan, Biden kind of realizes, okay, you have to go visit these states. At least his campaign team will. And they'll try to make sure that their support is solid there. Now, in a flip, I have Maine 2nd District going for Joe Biden. My reasoning for this is in the last election cycle, I believe, I could be mistaken, but the incumbent Republican in Maine 2nd District was defeated. So I don't think that bodes well for Trump. And I think that both Nebraska and Maine stick with their respective states and they all vote for their respective candidate, unlike in 2016. So now we are down to the Super Six, which consists of Arizona, Iowa, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and always Florida. Some of these races will be closer than others. I think in particular, I think Pennsylvania will be an absolute battle. I think Ohio could get really close. Florida, I don't even have to mention. Florida is always going to be close. But yeah, without further ado, I'm putting Michigan and Iowa both into Biden's camp because of Trump's not great approval ratings. Michigan very, very narrowly voted for Trump in 2016, and his approval ratings have sunk significantly since he got elected, in Maine especially. I think it was at like -16 at one point. The people of Michigan, I don't think, are willing to give Trump a second term. Same thing goes with Iowa. Iowa's approval ratings are a little bit better for Trump, but not by too much. And I think that would definitely help to dictate what camp they go for. The next state that I'm going to call is Ohio. I didn't mean to hit tilt. I think it will be leaning Republican. I think that in many ways, Trump has done enough to hold on to what was a pretty solid win in Ohio. I think he loses some ground, but I think Ohio sticks in his camp. Ohio has been leaning more and more red as of recently, and I think that trend continues. I don't know about House races or anything, because I'll do that for another video. But at least in the presidential race, at the top of the ticket, I really think that Biden has his work cut out for him. I also have Florida going to the Trump camp. The reason why Florida is in the Trump camp is since 2016, it's been really close, but the Republicans have won every time. I said similar things in 2018, if I remember, that until Florida goes blue, once again, I really don't see it going well for the Democrats, and I don't think I'd be willing to call it for the Democrats because of everyone talks about Florida as like the swing state, but they have 2 Republican senators and a Republican governor, and they've voted for Trump. So I don't know. I really think that Trump will hold on to Florida once again. Now, in Arizona, I have Joe Biden winning, pushing him over the 270 electoral votes to win. The reasoning for this is the Latino community continues to expand in Arizona, and they very much vote heavily Democratic in past elections, and I think that trend will continue. Um, the margin really depends on what Trump's reelection strategy looks like. If it's similar to 2016 and very hard on immigration, just like 2018 as well, I don't know if that will work as well in Arizona, and I think that would be enough for Biden to take Arizona. And I think in Pennsylvania, the final state to call, I believe that Joe Biden would win in what was originally his home state. Partially because it's his home state, partially because of he has these, and I think he could expand on Philadelphia, and I think that would be enough for him to take the win in Pennsylvania. So the final result is 296 for Joe Biden and 242 for President Trump. So thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below who you think will win. If there are any changes you think you would have on this electoral map. So thank you for watching this video. Comment down below what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also join us on the subreddit r/ABC Reddit. And once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.